softly spoken, with no strings tying you to me. I'm happy in your company with no emotion, 'cause my love deserves to be free. I never wanna look at a house in the garden, I never wanna lock you down. I know you're not mine, it's just my turn, but we can still have fun for now. You told me you don't really do commitment, trust me, consider your message received.
Good morning, guys. Welcome back to my channel. If you just see me a while ago, I just write down the to-do list that we are going to do today, and I have the ones that I have here for to do this week, so I already have in mind, and I decide what I have to do today and leave some for the things that I have to do tomorrow. So I have written it down here. Let's go over it and then we will get to work. So guys, this is what we are going to do for this week. These are the things that we will be doing, and some are already done, but I was just picking some of them and put them here. So this morning, what we will do is to continue the classroom management plan, continue bulletin boards, and in the afternoon I'll have to do tutorial from 1 until 3, continue bulletin boards and Instagram posts. I'll do this by 4 o'clock, like that. And then jogging and grocery. Jogging we have to go like at 5 o'clock, and groceries around 6. I'm gonna bring you guys with me, like preferably not 6, like around 5:30. Let's go together. I'm gonna probably go to the Leader, Timur Plaza, or somewhere outside, just markets. That is it, guys. The first thing that I really have to do is to plan out the management plan, classroom management, because we were asked this morning to submit it by our school principal, and I really have to work on it right now. I'll just be showing you guys what it looks like, as a new teacher, and I'm just gonna still be thinking of an ideas, and she has given me some ideas, and I'm just gonna try to plan it out, and I will try to think what we have studied back in college. But anyway, I'll just be talking to you guys then. Hi guys, it is already like 4 o'clock, and I'm done with my classroom management plan, and also in my classroom management plan I have 4 parts. So the first part is about classroom organization, and in the classroom organization I have if you can see this one, the seating arrangement. So I have 4 categories I see to consider when I do seating arrangements. So like the talkative ones, I place them where, and you can see that I have printed it out, so it's easy for you guys to see. Anyway, if you can see them, I don't know if I should show you guys this one, but if you guys want it, just tell me know in the comment section, so if I can maybe upload this one to my blog, and if you want it. Anyway, just let me know. So the first one is classroom environment, and what I did is, because since it is COVID times, so we need to still be applying the social distancing. So we have social distancing here, and the sitting, each students based on their behavior, like if they are unmotivated, they are disruptive, they are ADHD students and talkative friends, I'll be placing them, letting them sit in the places that I have assigned them based on this. Okay, next is the bulletin board design, and we have been doing this, and if you have not seen my vlog yet, you can just go and see how I've done my bulletin boards. So basically I have 7. So first is teacher corner, focus wall, center board, welcome board, affirmation station, prayer corner, and then birthdays corner. Anyway, next is I have the classroom motto, or the theme that I'll be using. So actually I have here some options, but I'm still gonna decide the time when I will be focusing or finishing the center board. I will be deciding which one to use, because I have 4 here that I like community of learners. Number 2, come together for a better world. Number 3, I succeed so I can help other kids when I grow up. 4, like think deeply, speak gently, read widely, work hard, and stay kind. I like this as a classroom motto, but I'm still gonna decide. So second of my classroom management plan is the classroom operations itself. So in the classroom operation, I have class rules. In the class rule, I have 10 class rules that I have over there, and there's a lot of class rules that you can have. But in mine, I have like be quiet and listen when the teacher is talking. Raise your hand if you have something to say. Keep your tables and books organized. Follow directions. Work quietly and do not disturb others. Show respect and kindness to your classmates. Take personal and school property. Be responsible for your own learning. Work and play safely. Always bring your notebooks, pen, and pencils. So that's it. Now next is class routines and procedures. So this is what I will have to do, especially in the first day. In the class routine, what I will do in the first day is to introduce myself in detail, and also to have my students ask me any question, whatever question they like, but excluding certain questions. Anyway, and another one, I introduce the purpose of each bulletin board to my students. So I'll be doing that in the first day of school. And I'm introducing the classroom rules and expectations, as well as the consequences and the incentives or rewards. And next one is to do, I'll be doing the first day is the game for, get to know each other game for my students. And then I'll be explaining and exploring the outline of the subject I teach for the whole year. So that will be done in the next day. And next thing that I have in my classroom operation is the consequences. I'll also be telling this one to my students. So these are the possible consequences I have written down. The first one is clean the room by the end of the class. And my students don't like that, but I'm gonna have it. Next is write an action plan. So I'll be making a template on how to write an action plan and a presentation. One of the consequences, I'm just gonna give a presentation to a topic to my students. If they misbehave and they don't follow rules, and the consequences, I'll have to give them a topic where they will have to make a research on, and I'll be giving them 3 days so they can do a presentation. Number 4 is to keep them inside the classroom during recess. I know they probably won't like this because they wanted to go out, especially during recess, and this is not going to be part of their consequence. And lost tickets, they will be losing the tickets that they supposed to earn. And number 6 is a seat alone to reflect, to pray in the prayer room. I have it behind the prayer corner. And call their parents. Next is send the students out for a run. If all of them have gone out of control, I'm gonna send all of them out to run around the class, around the school, if possible. Only, but I think it's unlikely. But I have already that ideas in my mind. So if those situations happen, at least I already have a backup plan to do. I have things in mind to do. And next is class incentives or class rewards. So I have here, if they are so behave, they have everything, they followed everything, they are obedient in everything. What I will be doing is they will earn tickets. So I also am planning to make tickets that like contains how to call it, tickets with value. The value will be like 10 cents or 25 cents based on anything. Anyway, so I'll be also still explaining which reward is worth 25 cents, this reward worth 10 cents, and the next one is healthy snacks and a merit award. I'll be giving a merit award to the students. And the next one is the mystery student of the day award. I got this plan. I got this from one of the teacher YouTuber, and I think I'm gonna apply this one as well, mystery student of the day award. But I have already in mind what to do with this and make a donation in their name. Anyway, so classroom store, I'm planning to do classroom store, and those plus I will be placing all the products on the in the cabinet. I'll empty out this cabinet so I can put it the fancy books and fancy pens, fancy pencils, books, toys, and etc. And I'll be labeling those products with a price tag, and those students who earn more tickets with those cents or the money that they collected through the tickets, if they reach the how do you call that, the price of the products, then they can purchase it in the classroom store. I'm so excited with this one. They're gonna love it, I'm sure. Next is classroom cues. So what I will be doing with this one is I'll be printing out verbal gestures like, you know, stop, walk, sit, quiet, line up. I've seen that and I think it was easy. I'll be printing this out, and classroom hand signals. So I'll be including this one in the center board. So that's all. That's all for classroom operations. Now for my instructions, that is part 3 of my management plan. So lesson instructional strategies, I will use direct instructions sometimes, but mostly I'll be using interactive instructions, experiential instructions, and independent studies, because I am learner centered, not teacher centered. You know, direct instruction is very teacher centered. It's like teacher is doing all the talking in the classroom, but I wanted to do interactive instructions, which my students do their work. I mean, I'll just give them instructions what to do, but they will most likely to work together with, you know, their classmates by groups or by partners, and then working on the tasks that I assigned to them, and they'll be doing some presentations as needed. But as much as possible, I will have to avoid the direct instructions only when it is needed. Okay, only when I also stated here that only when I provide information, or I teach step-by-step skills, I'll be using this. Next one is individualized instructional strategies. For this one is I'll be, you know, give some easier tasks if I know that the student is not really good at certain things and the level is too high for the student. Maybe I will be providing some, how to call that, work or tasks that are not so hard. It's just a backup plan, only if the students could not really make it. This one is assessment strategies. So we have 3 assessment strategies. We have written works, we have performance tasks, and we have exam. So the written works, this will be from the weekly assessment quizzes that I'll be doing probably every Friday or at least once a week. So this will be for written works. So every day, the activities that they do every day, I won't be grading it, but it will be important that they really have to do it. And next is performance tasks, and this will be like how they perform every day in their group or in their presentations or even in their individual works. I'm gonna get it from there, the performance task. And next is the exam. Anyway, next let's continue questioning strategies. I like this one. I get most of these ideas from the internet, and I like it so much. And the whiteboards, questioning strategies, and also post, bounce, and bounce strategies, hot seat strategies, A, B, C, D, E cards, voters' choice, audience choice, what is the question, 4 corners. This is the strategies of questioning that I have listed so far, and each of them have their own instructions. And so, for example, for the whiteboards questioning strategies, all my students would have a small whiteboards, but I'm not so sure if my students have small whiteboards. But if not, I don't have to do this because I still have a lot of harder choices to do. Anyway, let's get to the hot seat. So these questioning strategies is like I have to get ready early in the morning to placing the questions under their seats, anywhere under their seats, and I'll be asking them, instructing them to go around and see if they have their question under their seat, they have to answer it. And those students who don't answer it, those students will be able to will be those students are the one who will how to call that, agree or disagree to the answers, and they will be providing a response and explain their thinking. And next is voter's choice, audience choice, what is the questions, for corners, all of these stuffs. But this will all be included in my vlogs. Every time when I wanted to practice this, it will be included in my daily vlog, so I don't have to go through all of these. And I also provide examples of questions. It's important to have examples of questions so that I will know what I really have to ask and what kind of questions should I ask. And I like it so much. Let me just give you guys a little overview on that. So examples of questions, like questions for clarifications, questions that probe assumptions, questions that probe reasons and evidence, questions about viewpoints and perspective, questions that probe implications and assumptions, and questions about the questions. Questions about the questions. Yeah, what do you mean by question about the question? If someone is asking a question, you ask them back about their question. So next is responses to my students. So I already outlined right here what is the possible response I'll be giving to my students if they answer the questions correctly. Next is a student self-evaluation opportunities. So I'll be doing this also, student self-evaluation opportunities. I'll be requiring my students to reflect on their week every Friday for 10 minutes and write them down. I have done this in my first year of teaching. I've always given my students self-evaluation opportunities. I'm gonna still be doing it this time. But usually I do it every day, but this time I'm gonna do it just every Friday. So they will have this only 10 minutes to reflect on their week, on what they've done, what mistakes they've done, and they will have to write it down and submit it back to me. There's a lot of more. Actually, I have 8 pages, and it's a lot. Thank you so much for still staying by. Let's go. Guys, I'm in this area. It's empty, like not really a lot of cars here. So I'm just gonna run here like for 1 or 2 rounds, and I'm gonna go home because the sun is already down and I don't want to stay here longer. And there are a lot of people who are also jogging, walking. This route is so safe because it's how do you call it, the route to the airport, so it's kind of safe and fresh also, like there's fresh air coming. So I'll be talking to you guys, and maybe even I get the groceries. Guys, I'm done with my jogging, and I'm right now, if you can hear me, I'm making the phone very close to my mouth if you can hear me, but I'm here in the market right now, but there's a lot of people. And the funny thing is that people say it is social distancing, and but still there's a lot of people, so many people. Anyway, I'm just gonna go to the other side to start buying. You can see there's a lot of people. I'm gonna go to the other side. Let's go.
Low key, keep it softly spoken, with no strings tying you to me. I'm happy in your company with no emotion, 'cause my love deserves to be free. I never wanna look at a house in the garden, I never wanna lock you down. I know you're not mine, it's just my turn, but we can still have fun for now.
I'm home, but I'm just sitting by the door. I haven't gone inside, So here, but I'm gonna show you guys quickly about tofu. This is 50 cents for 3 pieces, and then kanku, this one was 3 for 50 cents, like 3 bunch for 50 cents. And this one, if you guys don't know, Timorese know what this one is, but if you guys are not Timorese and you don't know what this one is, this is papaya flower, and this one is really nice when you mix it with kanko. This one, if you guys can recognize the leaves, this is kanko. Should I remove it like this one? If it is mixed with this one, oh, really nice. I like it so much. And for this one, I also, yeah, this one was like you guys call it in the Philippines calamansi. Here we call it derok. This one 50 cents, and this one, if you guys don't know what this one is, this is a mixture of cassava leaves and the papaya sliced, yeah. And this one, I have not eaten any fruits this week, so it's gonna be really good for me. And my favorite one, I never miss buying this one when I get to the market. I always buy sweet corn. I like it so much because it's still hot. I cannot see me clearly because the light outside is out, so you cannot see me. And my one favorite for so long, I've not been eating this one for so long. And here we go. I've got one. I've got 4 for $1. And I bought another one. It was onions, but I put them inside. So yeah, that is all. I'm just gonna clean the fridge and then put all of this inside. I'm alone. I stayed alone, so this one won't be taking, I guess, not up to a week. It's gonna be 3 to 4 days, and I'll be going for shopping again. I guess going to shop in the Leader or Timor Plaza would be I guess easier, but it's most expensive. This one was hard for us to like see and choose because there were a lot, and so like if you wanna buy this one, you're still thinking, what if in another place still better, what if in another place still better. But if you get to the supermarket, everything is inside and you don't have choice. But when you see that, if it's good, you pick it up immediately. So anyway, after cleaning the fridge, I'm gonna put all of this inside. Like, of course, wash them first, and then I'll start cleaning everything. Washing also, brushing the CR floor because it's been so messy. And after that one, I'll be taking a bath and I'll be talking to you guys. I'll be done with everything, and if I'm ready to sleep, I will be talking to you guys. I'm in front of the door, see? I don't go inside yet, so I'm still sitting here because I'm still feeling so sweat. That is all. Guys, that is all for today's video. I just finished cleaning up everything. I don't know if I will show you guys, but I did just mopping all the floors and cleaning the kitchen and even brushing the floor of this year. I thought it is better for me. It has been my routine for how many weeks, and I like that routine because it makes me feel better to go to sleep in a clean room and waking up to a clean room. It makes my work in the morning easier, so I can prepare to go to school easily. So that is all, guys. Thank you so much for today's video. And for the classroom management plan, I didn't explain it as clear, maybe all today, but if you are interested in that management plan, you can comment below and tell me if I should make a separate video about that, or if you want to have my outline, my plan as a sample for you. but I'm sure there's a lot they can find on the internet. So thank you so much. Be safe, you all.